on Movers and Shakers News, we have a special historical and scientific guest, Marie Curie. She is here to tell us more about her family, accomplishments, and her fascinating discoveries. Let's get started. Hello everybody, I'm Marie Curie. I was born in 1867 in Warsaw, Poland. Sadly, I couldn't get into any university in Poland because Poland was under some dictatorship back then. Then what about your family? Was it affected by the dictatorship? My family was warm and our family was not affected by the dictatorship, except for the fact that it kept me from going to university in Poland. Don't worry, I did go to university, but not in Poland. I had 3 older sisters and 1 older brother. I was the youngest of the 5 children. When I was 10 years old, my oldest sister, Zofia, died from a disease called typhus. And 2 years later, my mom died from a disease called tuberculosis. It was a very hard time for me. Both my parents were teachers. My dad taught math and physics, while my mom was a headmistress at a girls-only school. That's why I learned how to read and write at a very young age. Oh, it must have been a hard time for you when both your family members passed away. Did you have any friends throughout your life? Yes, I don't remember many friends from my childhood, but I can tell you without hesitating that I was good friends with Albert Einstein. That was great. I'm surprised. Oh yeah, Mary. How did you meet your husband, Pierre Curie? Oh, Pierre? One of the college professors I was working with introduced him to me, and then we just fell in love. We got married in the summer of 1895. Once, he was so interested in my studies that he gave up his own studies just to study with me. What prompted you to take action? I thought it was shocking and amazing how you discovered so much about radioactivity and named radioactivity. Well, I started to experiment with science and fall in love with science at a very young age. When I was waiting for my sister to graduate, in those years, I read a lot of physics books. Then my future was planned. I was going to be a scientist. Wow, you sure did study a lot about radioactivity. What else did you accomplish? Well, I became a governess at the age of 17 to pay off for my sister's education. I discovered and named the elements polonium and radium. I won 2 Nobel Prizes in my life, and I graduated in 1893. Did you have any children throughout your life, and what was their job? I had 2 children throughout my life, both girls. My first daughter was called Irene. She studies physics too, just like me. And my second daughter's name is Eve. Eve even wrote a biography about me. Can you tell us more about your Nobel Prizes and your husband? I've gotten 2 Nobel Prizes in my life. One in physics in 1903, and in 1911, I got one in chemistry. Sadly, in 1906, in Paris, my husband was killed when he was run over by a carriage. That's really sad. And how did you die? I got a blood disease, and it was due to radioactivity poisoning. Sadly, my disease was not cured, and I died in 1934. But still, I had to feel proud. I had accomplished so much. Yes, I agree with you, Mary. Many scientists have tried to study radioactivity, but they have failed. But worse, they have given up. You may have failed a few experiments, but you still succeeded in discovering radioactivity. That's it for today on Movers and Shakers News. See you next time. Next time, we'll interview another mover and shaker. I apologize for leaving so soon, but I have to go back to my home in heaven. Bye! Goodbye. Goodbye. Now we will